My parents secretly sold my 10-year-old daughter's swing set and built a pool for my sister's kids. And when my grandmother found out, she stood there silently, then said only this: "My granddaughter's right has been stolen." Her words froze the blood in the entire house. I hung up the phone and sat at the kitchen table for a while. My mother's voice was still echoing in my ears. "We sold it." I asked again, "What did you sell, Mom?" She stayed quiet for a moment, then said, "The swing set. Your daughter's." The coffee cup nearly slipped from my hand. I pushed my chair back and stood up. "Are you kidding me?" "No. We needed the money. And your sister's kids. That belonged to my daughter," I said, almost shouting. "Lower your voice," Dad said from behind me. "This is a house, not a courtroom. If this moment made your chest tighten, stay with me. Subscribe to hear how this unfolds, because some family secrets don't end here, and the truth always finds its voice." I ended the call. I walked straight to the driveway, started the car, and drove toward Walmart just like that. I didn't even know where I was going. I just couldn't breathe inside that house. The swing set was bought by my grandmother 10 years ago, on the day my daughter was born. She had said it in front of everyone: "This is her right." The swing set stood in our backyard. Every summer after school, my daughter played on it. Now it was gone. Just dirt and an empty patch of ground. The next day in the school pickup line, my daughter asked, "Mom, where did our swing set go?" I pulled the car to the side. "We'll talk when we get home. Grandma said she's building a pool for Aunt's kids." I gripped the steering wheel hard. "Did they talk to you?" She nodded. "They said, you're growing up now. You don't need it anymore." When I got home, I texted my mother. "Why did you talk to my daughter?" The reply came back: "She's mature enough." That evening, my sister posted pictures in the family group chat. A new pool. Big. Blue. The caption read, "Kids deserve the best, red heart." I put the phone down on the table. My daughter saw it. "Mom, that was our swing set, right?" I said, "Yes." I couldn't sleep that night. The same questions kept looping in my head. How? Who signed the papers? The swing set was on my land. In my name. So how did they sell it? 2 days later, I went to my parents' house. When I opened the door, my sister was sitting in the living room. "Why are you here?" she asked. "I need to talk." "I have nothing to say." I said, "Not you. I'm the one who needs to talk." Mom came out of the kitchen. "Why are you creating drama?" I asked. "Who signed the papers?" Dad said, "We did." I said, "You had no right." Mom replied, "We're your parents. And she's my daughter." My sister laughed. "You always exaggerate. It was just a swing set." I looked at her. "Why did you build a pool?" He shrugged. "My kids needed it." There was a lot of background. Years of it. Mom always favored my sister. "She's more needy. Her husband doesn't earn much. You're strong. You'll manage." And I did manage. Quietly. Last Thanksgiving, my sister had said, "You're so lucky. Everything is yours." I had laughed and said, "That's not true." She had replied, "It is. You just don't see it." Now I saw it clearly. The swing set was just an excuse. The real issue was that they didn't like anything that was in my name. I came home and pulled out documents. The property deed. Emails. Voicemails. I found a voicemail from Dad. "We came up with a temporary solution. We'll figure it out later." Temporary. With my daughter's right. I called a lawyer. "Could they sell it?" He said, "If the land is in your name, no." "So this is illegal?" "Yes." That was the moment I decided. I wasn't going to stay silent. A week later, there was a family dinner. My grandmother was coming too. She had been sick for a while and didn't talk much these days. I didn't think she knew anything. During dinner, Mom said with a smile, "We're making some changes in the backyard." Grandma lifted her head. "Which backyard?" Mom said, "Our daughter's house." I said, "My daughter's backyard." The room went quiet. Grandma looked at me. "What happened?" I said, "They sold the swing set." My sister quickly said, "Grandma, you wouldn't understand." Grandma raised her hand. "Enough." She slowly stood up and looked at everyone. "I bought that swing set." Mom said, "We know." "No, you don't," Grandma said. "That was that child's right." Felt like the air stopped moving. Grandma said, "My granddaughter's right has been stolen." That was it. No yelling. No tears. Just one straight sentence. Mom lowered her eyes. Dad opened his mouth to speak then stopped. My sister's face went pale. The next day the lawyer sent a notice to reverse the sale. My parents called me. Why did you tell your grandmother? I said, the truth always comes out. The case didn't last long. The buyer got their money back. The swing set didn't return but there was a settlement. The money went into a trust in my daughter's name. My sister kept her pool but she paid the price she should have paid. I barely talk to my parents now. One day Mom said, we lost you. I replied, you let go first. Today the backyard is empty. My daughter asked, Mom, will we get a new swing set? I said, yes. But this time no one can touch it. I still get drive-through coffee. I still do school pickup. Life keeps moving. The difference is that I don't stay quiet anymore. And they all know it. Thank you for staying with this story until the end. If it moved you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It truly helps these real stories reach others who need them. Your support means more than you know and I appreciate you being here and listening.